All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Minor League Esports, brought to you by APM Music. We have 4 amazing double series here tonight. Before our first one, we'll be starting out in the Foundation League, where we'll be going to the Sun Division to see the top 2 teams face off against each other. Those 2 teams being the first place Bears going up against the second place Outlaws. My name is Dextron. I am joined by Sporty FC. Man, how are you doing tonight?
And I have not been on MLE before, but it's so great here. I had to get involved in the action, and we have an amazing series here to start off the stream. An absolute banger, as you said, the number 1 seed, the number 2 seed. You couldn't have asked for a better matchup here.
No, you could not. And hell, only in the second week right now, we already have a good 1-2 matchup playing for that top spot here in the Sun Division in the Foundation League.
Yeah, of course. Again, it's the Outlaws, it's the Bears for the Foundation League, as you said. This is week 2. I mean, what else do you want to add to this? I feel like the series itself kind of speaks for itself here and how exciting this matchup is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. You remember, this is 2s coming up here, so it's a little bit different from, standard 3s. There's going to be a lot more space here for these players. And just like how it was last week in week 1, we'll be playing all 5 games of this 5-game series. So even if a team wins 3-0, we're still going to play those final 2 games here. But looks like the teams are heading to the pitch. The Bears in their blue cars, the Tyrant or the Outlaws in their red cars here. Already getting started here. Looks like Myth gonna try to play it off that back wall, but a nice play there by Code Red Jack get away. However, P. Hamilton gonna keep it on the Bears side here for the moment. Osiris though gonna try to carry this one upfield. Gonna try to get it past Smith, but not able to do, as they are 50-50 away to the wall there.
Yeah, game 1, generally for most teams when it comes to game 1, you see kind of a slow start here as they try to get used to each other. In 2s, I think teams generally can enact their game plan quicker with all the space they have. That means there's more space to do what they want and less chances to make mistakes. As in front, in comes the shot, the first goal of the series.
Yeah, you were talking about mistakes there before this one right here. P. Hamilton goes up, fakes, or just misses on the ball. A little bit of a weak shot coming out there from Code Red Jack. However, Osiris right there to put it right back into the goal there to give the Bears the early lead here in game 1. Only 37 seconds into it, and immediately a kickoff goal coming out here from the Outlaws to tie it right back up.
And I said game 1 was one where mistakes can be countered. You don't generally see this, but a kickoff mistake from the Bears. They just got their goal, but what a response here. A perfect response. While it might have been a bit fortunate for the Outlaws, they'll take it. It's definitely a message here to the Bears. They're going to fight tooth and nail every single game this series.
Yeah, Myth, though, able to take that ball away from Osiris that are on the side, while Code Red Jack here now going to try to pick it up 50-50 there. Won by P. Hamilton as they go for the bump there. And on Osiris, look, this ball in front of the goal. Myth, though, not going to contest that one as Osiris able to get back there first, play it out to the side, while Myth, though, now going to back pass it here to no one. That's a little bit of a mistake coming out early, and Code Red Jack going to make them pay.
Myth, an interesting decision here to go with the flip reset back pass. Hamilton was not on the same page, and the Bears, both of them jumping immediately. They both saw the opportunity, and they both took it. And as you said, again, it's kind of a mistake-prone start here for both these teams. It just seems like maybe, again, trying to enact their game plan, but against top teams in your division, you need to be playing perfectly.
Yeah, Code Red Jack gets a save there. P. Hamilton going to play it off this back wall. Osiris is there. 50-50 there, won by P. Hamilton. However, Myth was all the way in back on their side of the field. Myth, though, able to steal it away. Has a perfect opportunity here. Fakes it, leaving it there for P. Hamilton. Code Red Jack able to play it off that back wall. P. Hamilton, though, going to kind of just bop it up in the air. Myth going to try to get back there first. Try to play it slow here. Osiris, though, able to steal it away from P. Hamilton, though. Going to come in on an aerial shot. He gets a shot bar down and able to get that second touch to put it in the back of the net to tie this game yet again.
The pressure coming out from the Outlaws, and at some point it was going to boil through. It's Hamilton with the massive double tap here. And again, it's all about making yourself known early here for the Outlaws. They tie it right back up. This series back and forth already, and it's only game 1.
Only game 1, and hell, we haven't even played 2 minutes yet, and we've already seen almost 5 goals come out, but still only 4 goals here at the moment. Code Red Jack able to get credit for the save. Osiris now going to try to carry it out of their side of the field. Myth, though, going to deny that and keep the ball on the Bears side of the field here. They're going to try to get over Code Red Jack. They're leaving it there for their teammate, but their teammate just a little bit slow. Now Osiris has a breakaway, and they're going to make the Outlaws pay.
The Outlaws have been specializing in that midfield possession, but in this possession, P. Hamilton just got a little overzealous going for that one, and it'll be an easy slot in here for Osiris inside the open net. The Bears just keep themselves one step ahead here of their opponents, and as long as they keep themselves that one step ahead, this game one can favor them, but the Outlaws definitely have a few tricks up their sleeve that we haven't seen yet. As Osiris with the play in front. Osiris! Oh, he almost puts that one in with a incredible doozy dish attempt. You can't fault him for going for it, but the Outlaws will find a clear here, and they can try to put some pressure on their opponents.
Centering opportunity coming out there from Myth. P. Hamilton was back by the midfield line, playing it safe there. 50-50 out there still. Kind of won there by Myth. Osiris going to fake as both members of the Outlaws look to have rotated back. Potentially a demo opportunity coming out there from Code Red Jack, but not able to find it. 50-50 comes out there. Osiris winning it, playing it back into the Outlaws corner here. P. Hamilton try to get out of their side. They're able to get past both members of the Bears. They have a wide open net here. If they're able to put it in, and P. Hamilton will do exactly that.
The Bears now, it's their turn to be a bit overzealous. Code Red Jack jumping for that challenge when the best he could have gotten there was a 50-50. And the Outlaws will score here, will make them pay. The Hamilton getting on the end of a lot of these shots so far. That's his second goal of the game here. But just speaking in shots, he's got more than the second highest player is Code Red Jack and Osiris with 2. It's P. Hamilton here with 5. He's a lot more than doubled those two players on the shots each, and that's trying to get himself involved here on the offense here. Seems like this is the Outlaws game to just get as many shots as possible here on offense and try to make these Bears awkward. But so far, this game has stayed tied. The Bears are not missing their opportunities.
It's bad pass there to P. Hamilton. Osiris so able to get that ball away from him as they go towards their goal. Osiris now going to try to carry it upfield, but misplaced there a little bit, allowing Myth to take it. Myth now going to look for a double touch here. It's going to be actually a pass. P. Hamilton not expecting it, but ball still on the Bears side of the field. P. Hamilton going to center. Osiris though going to try to clear it out. Myth though able to do good enough job to try to keep it in, but before it gets 50-50, blasts it back out into the Outlaws side now. Osiris coming in from beyond midfield, but now Myth has the opportunity here to try to carry it upfield. They get it over Code Red Jack there. However, it's not on goal.
And this follow-up looking in front, Code Red Jack with the save. This game stays tied. Final 60 seconds, Jack the other way, and P. Hamilton will stop it. Osiris dunked by P. Hamilton. Now a break here for the Outlaws. Myth towards the corner, trying to bring it outward. No one in the middle for him, so he's going to be all his own in this position. Osiris will stop him here in Outlaws. But Hamilton sitting extremely far back. Doesn't want to take any chances, but that aggression is something that the Outlaws are going to need if they want to get this goal. That's been how they've been able to make their success. Hamilton towards the back wall, in front for Myth! Back post and in! The Outlaws take the lead.
A great play coming out here from the Outlaws. P. Hamilton realizing that the Bears are playing that one a little bit safe there. Put her shot a little bit high, but Myth there for the rebound. Osiris not able to backflip fast enough to deny that goal there. Now the Outlaws take a 4-3 lead. Only 32 seconds left in this one, but we have seen goals come incredibly fast so far this game already. So I would not be surprised here to see another quick goal. However, right now the Outlaws attacking here. We do see Myth there kind of flick it up in the air for P. Hamilton. Now it's right back to Myth. Myth looking for a shot here, looking for a double touch here. A shot comes out from P. Hamilton. Code Red Jack able to clear it. Now almost 10 seconds on the go. The Bears need to find an equalizer.
Osiris beats past one. Infield, though, that's off the post. Osiris had a net in front of him, and it will be cleared away by Myth. Oh my goodness, a pinch here. Code Jack cannot keep it up. The Outlaws will take this first game, and it's some incredibly close action.
Yeah, some incredibly close action, but I feel like the biggest thing we kind of have to look at here, at least at the stats, is the shots right there. You even brought up about halfway through the game that P. Hamilton had more shots than the Bears combined at a point. They had 5 when the Bears only had 4. They still end up having more shots than the Bears combined at the end of the game, having 7, while the Bears combined only had 6 there. So, you know, it's the Outlaws getting more opportunities there on the offensive side of the field, but I feel like the biggest thing to take away from this first game was the mistakes we saw each team punish the other team for.
Felt like they weren't really ready for the action, but now as time's gone on, less and less mistakes being made, meaning that those mistakes are going to be even more deadly.
You're 100% right there, but, you know, still, that was the first game. Get those first game bugs, jitters out of the way, whatever you want to call them, get them out of the way. Now you kind of settled into it, and you saw it there after about the midway point of this game, because in those first 3 minutes of this game, we saw 6 goals scored combined by both these teams. In the last 2 minutes of this game, we only saw 1 goal. So I feel like both these teams kind of got comfortable and just, yeah, like I said, comfortable in that game and in this series about halfway through that first game. And you kind of saw it there on both sides. Offense kind of slowed down and defense was the king towards that second half of the first game.
We go into game 2. The Outlaws currently with the series lead, but with how close last game was, anything can happen. I mean, it's a number 1 seed versus a number 2 seed, and so far, the match is living up to the hype.
Yeah, I mean, that first game was a back and forth game. Like I said, 6 goals scored in the first 3 minutes, but then it kind of slowed down there. So I would not be surprised here if we start to see a couple close games come out here from these two teams, as I really felt like they kind of learned how the other team plays there. But Code Red Jack there, faking it, and now Myth gonna carry this one upfield. Code Red Jack, though, denies the shot. P. Hamilton gonna try to keep this attack going here. Fakes out Osiris, but whiffs on the ball. Now Osiris gonna carry this ball upfield.
You know, it's the biggest scam there. Code Red Jack wasn't given a save accolade for that. I mean, that's a save in my book. Incredible stop there. But still, the Outlaws, this kind of offense from them starts from the midfield and it just continues on. Myth with a dunk, infield for Harry Hamilton. That one a little bit wide, and Osiris just kind of clears this one away here, hoping for a mistake. Can't get a second touch. Code Red Jack towards the nets. B. Hamilton will jump in the way, and the Outlaws will keep their net clean for the moment.
Yeah, we're already a minute into this game. We have not seen anyone score. We have seen a couple good opportunities so far, but the defense is, like I said, towards the end of the first game, really picked up, and I kind of expected it to be like this. Like I said, I felt like both teams got really comfortable playing against each other here, so I would expect it to be kind of a defensive game from here on out. Code Red Jack tries to pinch it across the goal there, but pinches a little bit too high. Myth able to get it past Code Red Jack there and get it past Osiris. They have an open opportunity right now, but that touch there, they're able to actually get past Osiris again to find the first goal here of game 2.
Myth dancing his way around. Look at that little 360 catch. Just putting on a little bit of style game, and Myth just a beautiful goal. And that catch, while it does look nice, it was also used to make sure he keeps the ball close to himself so often in that situation. The ball bounces off the center of your car and it bounces away from where you want it to be. Exactly not where you want. Myth looking for 2. P. Hamilton to double their lead. And Outlaws, after having a slow start for both these teams, now swinging out of the gates.
I mean, we saw this last game as well, where, you know, goals coming off kickoff happened a couple times. They're very, very quick goals, and both have benefited the Outlaws so far this series. And now the Outlaws sitting on top, 2 goals here. I feel like that's the first time this series where a team has had more than a 1-goal lead. Let's see how the Outlaws play being up 2 goals, and let's see how the Bears kind of react being down 2 at the moment. They still have more than half the game to go, as Osiris picks up a demo there. They just have to get past P. Hamilton, but P. Hamilton able to get it there first. Leaves it there for Myth, but Myth kind of misses that ball right there.
Oh, but so does Jack, and that means the Outlaws will still have possession. Myth keeping it going. Now a pass to P. Hamilton. A fun play there. Myth, everybody looking at this, I even thought he was going to be the major threat going for his dribble, but in reality it was P. Hamilton, the barge on through, and get another shot, and consequentially another goal for the Outlaws. Their offense now is starting to become even more threatening. Last game it was back and forth. This game, the Outlaws want to take full control.
Yeah, and honestly, it seems like the Outlaws have kind of settled in now to this one. A shot coming out from Myth will add another goal to their lead. We're not even halfway through game 2 here, and the Outlaws currently sitting on top 4-0.
If I'm not wrong, we went through like the first 90 seconds without a goal, and now from like 3:30 to 2:47, we've got 4 from the Outlaws. They just will not stop scoring. They found something that has worked here, and I think that something could be momentum against the Bears. That when that first goal came in, the confidence of theirs just skyrocketed, and you can see that it now has created more and more opportunities. This is a scary team, and that might be one of the reasons why.
Yeah, Myth here now playing it upfield. Code Red Jack here gonna try to clear it away from the goal. Myth gonna 50-50 them here. Just flicks it up in the air. Osiris gonna get a touch there, but it's a little bit of a weak touch. Myth gonna play it off that sidewall here, potentially looking for a second touch, but Code Red Jack able to get the first, and Osiris with a nice clearance upfield. It's almost on goal, but Code Red Jack should be able to put it in, but no, he bar downs it, but instead it's an own goal coming out from Myth to give the Bears their first goal of this game.
I mean, I don't know what you can really do there. Code Red Jack really almost embarrassed himself here tonight, but Myth in the wrong place at the wrong time. And for the Bears, they really needed that goal. I mean, everything has been going against them so far this game. And just being able to get something like that can help them out here. But one goal isn't going to do it, and they're going to have to restart from ground zero because the Hamilton picks up where the Outlaws left off. And this will be the first goal of this game not involved by Myth. He has been involved in the assists and the scoring of every goal thus far for the Outlaws, but not this one.
Yeah, but that is also Pete Hamilton's hat trick right there. First one of the series for anyone so far. And now, again, that makes the Outlaws a 4-goal lead. Again, 2 minutes left to go. The Bears, I mean, haven't necessarily shown anything on the offensive side of the field to really scare the Outlaws at the moment. Yeah, they have the 1 goal, but you have to really admit that Code Red Jack there almost missed a wide open opportunity. Got a very, very lucky bounce off the car mid there to give them their 1 goal. Code Red Jack, though, now trying to get away from his goal. Pete Hamilton just get it cleared all the way across the goal here and try to pick it up off this sidewall and get something going.
Yeah, for the Outlaws, I think the big difference this game has been the involvement of Myth. Last game, it seemed like he was getting overshadowed by Pete Hamilton, but in this game, he's coming out with full force. You talked about Pete Hamilton getting a hat trick. Myth's got his own right here.
Outlaws have 6 goals. Each player has a hat trick here in game number 2, spreading those goals around evenly so far throughout these first 2 games. Each member of the Outlaws, 5 goals already this series here, and the Outlaws winning that kickoff again here. And I have to put the Bears on Brazil watch here at the moment. 80 seconds left to go. The Outlaws only need 1 more goal to have it be a Brazil.
They do, but I think this game right now, not fully secure for the Outlaws. If their job now is to make sure that the Bears don't gather too much momentum. But Osiris, oh, great shot there. While hope for the Bears may be lost for them right now, that goal can definitely pick their spirits up.
I mean, I wouldn't say all hope is not lost for them just yet. A couple kickoff goals going their way might just put them back in this one here, but 65 seconds left to go. It's not very likely, but there still is a chance for the Bears to get back in this one. Code Red Jack here, get a 50-50 there out of the corner. Osiris right there, gonna play that ball towards goal. Gets a second touch there, but it's not gonna be on goal. Myth now gonna try to carry it upfield, but Osiris takes it away from them, plays it to that opposite sidewall. They're gonna try to follow this one up, but they miss on it. Pete Hamilton gonna put a shot in on goal, and from midfield, it's in.
The Outlaws, I think they heard you, Dex, because they didn't like it that you said that the game was still in contention here. They're trying to make sure that they can seal this one. A long shot from Pete Hamilton catches the Bears standing still, and the Outlaws score again with about 45 seconds left. Is there anything the Bears have to answer back with, or do we see the Outlaws continue this rampage as time ticks down in front? Everybody jump for that one. I think that was a quad commit. You don't see that happen often in 2, says Osiris. Towards the corner. Follow up. Not coming. Myth off the back wall. No second touch. But he's the threat. Here comes Pete Hamilton. And Code Red Jack will jump in this way. Myth keeps it up. Osiris jumping from downtown. And the Bears can get rid of the offense here. But Outlaws trying to answer back in game 2. Really, Outlaws showing us what they really have in store here. This is a heavy, heavy attack from them this game.
Yeah, but with the ball or the clock striking 0, their ball hitting the ground, Outlaws handily winning game 2 there, 7-2. And honestly, yeah, that first 90 seconds, it was very, very close. And you even talked about yourself. We had the first 90 seconds, no goals. I feel like in the next 45 seconds, we saw 4 come out from the Outlaws, and it really, really changed the pace of this entire game.
It really did. The Outlaws got himself off to a good start, and the Bears could never catch up. And you talked about the shots last game. Well, this one, 2 major things I want to point out. The shots for the Outlaws much more even than last game when it comes to the players, but also the Outlaws themselves have 11 shots to the 4 of the Bears. They almost tripled the shooting that the Bears had. And if this continues, the Bears are going to have a very difficult time keeping that #1 overall placement because the Outlaws want to steal it away from them.
And honestly, the Bears already have a tough uphill battle to come back into the series right here. Remember, it's a best-of-5 series. We're going to play 5 games no matter what. But the Outlaws now 1 win away here in any of these last 3 games from clinching the series for series win for them. The Bears have to reverse sweep now to win the series and keep that #1 spot, like you said here. But throughout these first 2 games, I mean, they've been outshot 21-10. I mean, it's just not looking good so far for them, but they were able to put on a lot of offense in that first game. Let's hope it shows back up here in game 3 for them.
make this series interesting. I'm sure a lot of people would hope for the Bears to pick this up. The last game, a lot of things just seemed to go wrong for them, but in Game 3, now with that kind of minute break in between games, they can try to change things up. I think that is definitely necessary for them. The Outlaws showing what their offense is capable of last game. The Bears, they have to throw something new in here. And honestly, that something new first has to start with making sure that the Outlaws don't get nearly as many shots.
Cyrus carrying this one upfield. P. Hamilton able to get away from them, put it back into the Bears side. Now Code Red Jack gonna go up here. They get a touch, gonna be off that back wall. They're gonna leave it there for Osiris, but Osiris playing a little bit smart right now, staying far back. 50-50 comes out there. Osiris, so able to win that one, plays it back into the Outlaws side here. This has been a much better start for the Bears this game so far, as they're getting a couple opportunities here. Osiris gonna play it to that corner wall. You immediately see Code Red Jack back up as Smith gonna play it now in to the Bears side.
Code Red Jack couldn't read that bounce in the corner. And SP Hamilton tried to go for a light little touch there off the back wall. Missed from Jack, but Osiris waiting behind him. Now he's got the dribble. The Hamilton will jump first to it. And now he's jumping here. He's going to beat Code Red Jack. Going towards the blue end of the field. It's Myth. He won't be able to put this in, but he can create offense still. Outwards, cleared away. The Bears almost caught, playing a little too aggressively there, but able to keep themselves honest there on the defensive side. Now in field, Myth baiting out Osiris. We're seeing a lot of those plays where it looks like the Outlaws are in trouble, but yet it's really not that. It's them baiting out their opponents to jump at challenges that they can't win.
Yeah, and right now we're almost 90 seconds in this game here, and we've only recorded no shots at the moment. Here's the first shot coming out from Osiris, and it's the first goal of this game as well.
We have a classic caster curse. Osiris jumping up here, and that's just a great shot right up and over Myth. He jumps for it, but it's just out of reach. And the Bears here scoring first. If they want to get this series back under control, this is a start that they'll be happy with. But P. Hamilton looking to answer back from the kickoff. That one, a less than favorable opportunity there from P. Hamilton. No power on it, used his wheels instead of his nose. And now the Bears can go back the other way. Myth backtracking. Osiris dumps by him. The demo will come out though. Code Red Jack can go back to defense, but he's almost caught out as he just took a little too much time on that. P. Hamilton upfield. Code Red Jack keeps the ball away. And that position, really, there's no way the Outlaws can challenge.
Osiris though gonna try to get this ball out of their side. They're able to 50-50 pass Smith to get this ball downfield. They're gonna play it off the back wall. They get a secondary touch there, but you immediately see Code Red Jack just start to rotate back. Myth now gonna put a shot on goal. Code Red Jack just able to get enough of a touch there to get away from goal. P. Hamilton gonna play towards goal. Myth gonna keep it on the Bears side of the field. Both members of the Outlaws right there. Myth centering it there for P. Hamilton. P. Hamilton's gonna go up, and they're gonna be able to put it in.
The Bears, what happened here? I think Code Red Jack and Osiris had miscommunication. Both thought the other was going to go for it. You can see Code Red Jack leaving there. I think that was intending to signal to Osiris that Osiris should have jumped for that one. But no matter what happened, no matter who should have gone for the ball there, the Outlaws will be first to it. And this game is all tied up. Off the kickoff, wait a second, the Bears could just make it too. Off the back wall, second touch, still not on. And they both jump for it. Oh, but Myth's just giving away the opportunity. Open net in front, and Myth threw it to the sidewall. I don't think he knew the gravity of that situation.
And again, that's the second time this year we've seen Code Red Jack just kind of miss a wide open opportunity right there. That would have been huge for the Bears. Myth picks up their first demo of the series right there, and P. Hamilton able to make use of that demo as they find the back of the net there to extend the Outlaws lead here, or to give the Outlaws the lead.
Hamilton with a final flick. We go back to the kickoff spot right now, and so far in this game, I feel like it's been somewhat even here on the kickoff. Hamilton, 50-50 with Code Red Jack. Myth will clear it to his back corner here, and the Outlaws look to create offense.
Myth gonna try to carry this one upfield. They're able to get past Code Red Jack. Osiris now has to quickly get back. Myth gonna play it towards goal. It's on goal, and no one for the Bears able to get up in time to deny that shot. Myth extends the Outlaws' lead to 2 now.
Great play from the Outlaws. 3-1. A little bit of, they can feel a little bit comfortable with this now with a bit of insurance. But of course, it's still within a lot of ease. The Bears could still come back from this. It's very possible. But again, it feels like the Outlaws are starting to pick up more and more as this game goes on. Very similar to last game, except last game, it was earlier, it was definitely much more aggressive, and it was much more long-standing. The Bears here have done better to mitigate that, but still, the issue still persists here. The Outlaws just are throwing everything on offense.
Yeah, but right now they have a good opportunity here as there's only one member of the Outlaws back there. Osiris going to get away there from P. Hamilton. Code Red Jack going to go up here. Actually put a shot here on goal. P. Hamilton, though, able to get back there in time to get credit for the save. 90 seconds left to go here. The ball's pinched back upfield. Code Red Jack gets to it first. Plays it to that sidewall. However, a misplay coming out here from Osiris, and Myth gonna make him pay yet again to extend the Outlaws' lead to 3.
And that whiff is not going to give the Bears any help in this series. A huge mistake, and Myth waiting right there for it. Finds himself in an opportune situation, and as the opportunity presents itself, so does the goal. Now up kick off Hamilton, trying to make it 5. Code Red Jack will backflip this one to safety. And now a team up from the Bears. They could have made offense there, but instead now panicking on their own back wall. Myth trying to dance his way through. Osiris gets the final touch. But again, look at the Outlaws. What I've been so impressed with so far this game is, sure, they played so aggressively, but what really separated them from the Bears has been their ability to recover on offense much more. The Bears have found opportunities where they've overcommitted, but for the Outlaws, they've been able to recover so much better here. And you could just see that even when they're playing so aggressively on offense, they focus on making sure they can get back to defense as well.
And the Bears, already a lot of demos coming out from them. Only one member of the Outlaws has gone for a demo this game, and it was Myth there. A shot coming out from Osiris. P. Hamilton with the save there. Osiris maybe going up for another shot, just misses on that one. Now P. Hamilton does have some boost here to play with. They flick it past one member of the Bears. Now they're going to try to get it in the goal. They're pinching it across the goal, but Myth not able to get back there in time to put it in. However, 20 seconds left to go here. Outlaws sitting comfortably right now, up 4-1 at the moment. And honestly, the Bears need to try to find something fast. They want to give themselves a hope in this game, but with that denial right there, I feel like this game and the series is over. But remember, we still will play out the last 2 of these 5-game series. As P. Hamilton will put it in the back of the net there for the exclamation point for the Outlaws this game.
The Outlaws, it was rough for them in game 1. In game 2, they took a lead. In game 3, it just seems like it's a recreation of game 2. They're just doing the offense so much better right now. It seems like both these teams have similar play styles, but the Outlaws, just the better of the 2 at the moment. Myth with another one, and we still have 1 second left on the scoreboard. We'll see just how close we get to. We'll see whenever this game ends. Yeah. As you said, we might go. We'd have to pack our bags here for Rio because the Outlaws want to pay for our plane tickets.
Go Sao Paulo, anywhere in Brazil, honestly, at this point. But ball's gonna go up in the air here. Will the Outlaws keep it up? The Bears are looking for a shot, and they're not gonna be able to find a second goal there. It's so close. It's almost in there, but just not able to get over that line. Outlaws win the overall series, but like I said, we will play out the final 2 games of this 5-game series.
Yeah, on my screen, that ball went in, but everything's done server side, and as we saw from the stream there, the ball did not go in, but again, the Outlaws leading. This game was a lot closer on the shooting, but still, the Outlaws with the distinct advantage here with a 6-1 win. They're just doing the offense better. I really think that's it. They're doing what the Bears are doing, but better. And right now for the Bears, this is why these games are looking so one-sided, because I mean, it's a similar kind of clash of play styles, but the Outlaws, their shooting is just insane right now.
Their shooting has been insane so far this series, but again, the biggest thing I want to kind of just focus on here for the Bears has been the mistakes they've made throughout this series. There were a couple in the first game that the Outlaws were able to punish. There was a couple in the second game the Outlaws were able to punish, and there was one big key mistake here. Actually, 2 big key mistakes here in this game that the Outlaws immediately punished, both for goals. One of them was the wide open opportunity that Code Red Jack had to put it in, just missed the shot there, and then second one, I believe, was just a back pass that was just a gift wrap present for the Outlaws there from them. So, 2 more games left in this series. They've already lost the overall series, but I just want to see some improvement from them, or from the Bears, in these final 2 games. Maybe even pick up the final 2 games in this 5-game series.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. The Bears here now just trying to save their image in this series. They've already lost, but they can make it close. And now we're in game 4. Again, the series has already been decided, but the Bears can keep it close here if they can take this game and the one that follows it.
And one thing...
And a great start there. Code Red Jack will score.
Making up a little bit for that wide open opportunity he had in game 3. Make sure he won't miss another wide open opportunity here. Yeah, Myth's right there, but no way Myth gets back to that ball in time. Bears have the early lead here. Remember, the last time they had an early lead was game 3, but game 1 specifically is something I want to focus on here. They had an early lead, and when they have an early lead, they play differently. And look at this. They're going to have a 2-goal lead here, only 16 seconds into it.
I think when Osiris was traveling here, he decided to go to the weight gym. And he just went through 2 players with 150-50. And the Bears, just like that now, up by 2, 16 seconds into this game.
Yeah, I mean, but like I was saying before that goal was scored there, game 1 was by far the closest game of this series, and it was a very back and forth game. But up until that last goal by the Outlaws in game 1, the Bears had been the ones scoring the goals first to basically give them the lead that entire first game. And it was a different Bears team we saw, in my opinion. And I feel like we're going to see that same Bears team that we saw in game 1 come back out here now in game 4 because they have this lead. They can play a little bit more relaxed. It's now up to the Outlaws here to try to respond.
Yeah, and I think when you have the lead, it's just generally, you generally see teams when they have the lead go for more of a controlled play style. And I think for the Bears, now they don't have to chase after the Outlaws. This would be a good time to utilize that because generally the control play style does so well against teams because teams, if they're chasing after your control, you can just get around them. As the Bears here on offense, Code Red Jack to the sidewall will take the boost, and already you can see that control in effect here.
Osiris with a shot there on goal. Myth denies it. Code Red Jack picks it up at the midfield line there. Osiris picking up their 3rd demo of this series right there. The Bears, as a team, have 8 demos in total throughout the first 3 games in the early part of this 4th game here. But they still sit on top here, 2-0. About 90 seconds into this one here. They're trying to clear it out of their side right now, but it's going to be a gift wrap present there for P. Hamilton. Code Red Jack able to get a touch on that ball, but just not able to get away from the goal.
Osiris, many will remember him for that whiff in the backfield last game. Now a unfortunate play there from the corner. He wanted to clear it straight up the line, but instead he hits it straight back out and to the worst person possible, P. Hamilton, whose shooting has just been almost immaculate this series. And he won't be missing those kind of opportunities, even with a defender in the net.
Oh, they will not. P. Hamilton already has 10 goals this series right now. 9 throughout the first 3 games. So he was averaging a hat trick in those first 3 games. I kind of expect to see that kind of tempo and just statistics stay up for them here. But, you know, still, the Bears have this lead right now, but it's only a 1-goal lead. P. Hamilton putting a shot on goal. However, Osiris not able to get a strong enough touch on it to get it out. The game's now tied. 3 minutes left to go.
And as a shadow defender, this is your worst nightmare, actually, in a lot of situations, just having the player shoot right at you. It's so tough to deal with that, especially when you're in your own net, because in a lot of situations like that, you like to jump a little off of your line so that you can hit this one towards the corners and they shoot it straight at you. The only place you can really hit it is to your back wall. Oh my goodness, Osiris out of nowhere. What a shot from this. I mean, did you expect this play for that to happen?
I mean, no, but I have seen Osiris make some good plays this series. He read that play perfectly and got the perfect angle to put it in the back of the net here. 7 seconds after the Outlaws tied it, the Bears now sitting in front yet again. Osiris here going to 50-50 right to P. Hamilton, who will just blast it down into the Bear side of the field. Code Red Jack tries to get out of their corner, but now Osiris going to clear it in to the Outlaws side of the field here. Myth going to try to get out of their side, able to get over Osiris. Code Red Jack, though, rotated back, able to get that touch there. 50-50 one there by Code Red Jack. It's going deep into this Outlaws end. P. Hamilton, though, able to get away from the goal, but misses a play off that back wall.
Now in front, P. Hamilton keeps it away. Straight to Myth, and they have that connection, Outlaws. Now, Myth, flip reset. He's gone for that before. He's been pretty successful on it in some of these situations. But it still answers the other way for the Bears. Osiris went for a big shot there. Completely missed his opportunity. And now back the other way, the Outlaws looking to tie things here. Code Red Jack, they have just put it in danger. And Myth, he's been waiting in front of that net. And the opportunity will present itself.
Like I've said so far, like the biggest thing that has been killing the Bears this series has really been themselves. And again, it just speaks right there. It's shown right there. A little bit of an unfortunate touch, or not as strong as the touch that Code Red Jack was looking for. Just gift wrapped a goal there for Myth. And again, game tied now. 2 minutes left to go. It's anyone's game here. Osiris, though, gonna try to make up for it. Gonna center here, but Myth gets the clearance. It's gonna be on goal, but Code Red Jack able to get to that ball, corral it, gonna try to get out of their side. Now tries to pinch it off that back wall, but Myth able to read that one there. Now a touch there from Code Red Jack. Osiris gets a follow-up one on that. P. Hamilton, though, gonna keep it on the Bears side before Osiris clears it into the Outlaw side.
Myth over one. Myth with the dribble. Myth one-on-one. He's got a flick. Oh, Myth down the field. 1v2. Myth does it all. The Outlaws here with what a goal to take the lead.
Exclamation point POTW in the chat. That is one of those plays that is honestly could be one of the plays of the week coming out there from Myth. It gives the Outlaws the lead here in game 4 with 90 seconds left to go. This is reminding me a lot of game 1. It's the exact same scoreline at the moment of game 1. And I believe it was also a Myth goal that gave the Outlaws the win in game 1.
And oh my goodness, Hamilton out of nowhere with that dunk. Trying to set up Myth. Oh, Cyrus will wait for it, and he has to go backwards now. The Bears having to come back in a game that they were in the lead. In front, Osiris trying to take it. Gets the dunk anyways, Osiris. Still keeping it close. Code Red Jack will chase after this one, but so will Myth. Challenge kept neutral for the Bears, and the Bears can utilize this for offense. Code Red Jack chasing after it. Osiris in the corner. Myth pinches it away. The Bears starting to race here, trying to reach for some of these challenges. They know that time is not their friend right now, and they have to start winning some big challenges because you don't want to have time tick down to those last seconds. Long shot from Jack. Myth will save. Still kept up high. Osiris! Osiris! Tied up again! The Bears keep it close.
An incredible read here by Osiris. Gives them a hat trick, but more importantly, it ties this game up with 27 seconds left to go here. But we have seen some quick goals already this series, one by each team so far. So it's still anyone's game here with this large time bank. Myth here getting played over Osiris's head there. Now they're going to try to lightly center the ball here for their teammate. They're able to, but it's barred down and not in. However, now Myth gonna just back pass it to no one there. Try to keep this ball away from the Bears. They're playing it all the way across field. The countdown has started here. Code Red Jack able to get away there from Myth. It's 50-50 all the way back across field. The Bears here trying to find just some late strike here. Not going to be able to at the moment. The clock has struck 0. Osiris are going to try to keep this ball up. Myth keeps the ball up, but it will go down, touch ground. We're going to overtime for the first time this series.
And for the Bears, could not be any better of an opportunity. Off the kickoff. That one's kept away by Myth. And as I was saying, the Bears, again, couldn't have been any better of an opportunity for them here. This game could be in their path, but Myth to win game 4. He's done it again. He had a 1v2 to take the lead for the Outlaws, and he'll do it here again to win it.
Again, he does it again with an amazing dribble play coming out there from Myth. Second one of this game, and it keeps the sweep hope alive here for the Outlaws. One more game left to go. Can they 5-0 the #1 team in the Sun Division?
Coming into this series, the Outlaws need to make a pretty big statement here. I think they've done exactly that, but if they want to make that statement even more poignant, why not just take the best team and absolutely demolish them? That's what they've been doing so far. But this game, I mean, it's even closer than game 1. The Bears, it just feels like it's slightly out of reach for them when it comes to getting these wins.
I mean, it has, but games 1 and games 4 gave me a lot of confidence for the Bears here. And again, though, it's just the thing I harked on after the third game. Just the mistakes coming out from the Bears have absolutely killed them this series. We saw the one there by Code Red Jack. I think it was a goal that was, I think, the Outlaws' first goal in this game. I felt like once they got that first goal, the Outlaws had a bunch of confidence, and you saw them just put it to work there. Came back from down 2, I believe, twice this game. Still able to come out on top here in overtime.
Yeah, ultimately the Outlaws come back. Myth with the goal to do it here. And as you said, he got the goal that won game 1. He's got the goal that won game 4. Now, the final game of the series, the Outlaws have proven they're the much better team, but can the Bears take one back, keep themselves competitive, or will the Outlaws take them down 5 games straight?
Yeah, and I want to say one thing right now. The Outlaws, all the way across the board, split even on goals. Each player has 11.
I mean, game 1, P. Hamilton starting off the scoring, but as time's gone on, I've been more and more impressed with Myth and his overall ability just to be so strong and just to be so good at capitalizing on mistakes here. And mistakes just like that from Code Red Jack. Myth has been loitering in front of the net so often in this series. And if mistakes keeps coming from the Bears, Myth's going to keep scoring off of them.
I wouldn't necessarily call it one a mistake there coming out from the Bears. I would say that was more of just the player being a little bit awkward coming off that back wall there. But again, Myth able to punish the Bears here early. Osiris picking up their 4th demo of the series right there. And now, you see Myth carrying this ball upfield. They've been able to dribble it past a couple members of the Bears a couple times here. P. Hamilton looking for a shot, but gets denied by Code Red Jack. Now Osiris tries to clear it upfield, but Myth going to keep it on the Bears side of the field. Myth here going to try to carry it off this back wall. Pinched there by Code Red Jack to get away from the goal. Still on their side of the field, though. P. Hamilton plays it off that back wall, but there's no one there for the Outlaws to put a shot on goal. And P. Hamilton actually picking up their first demo of the series right there.
Yeah, he went for a bully game there on Osiris, and he just keeps it going here. Now he scored on Osiris. If it couldn't be any worse for Osiris here, comes back to defense immediately to be scored on by P. Hamilton. Just not a great time right here for Osiris. P. Hamilton will get his first goal of the game here. And the Outlaws, I mean, they're just picking up where they left off. This time low, looking to make it 3 from the kickoff in. It's Myth. And we're almost a whole minute in here, and the Outlaws, I mean, they're just starting to bully the Bears here.
Rubbing some salt in the wound right now. The Outlaws are doing to the Bears. I believe that's the Outlaws' 3rd kickoff goal already, or in the series right now. They've been able to find a lot of success off of kickoffs so far. Code Red Jack, though, technically does win that kickoff. Osiris can go up with it and does get it past Myth. Now they might have a chance here, the Bears, to score. They're going to play it off that back wall, leaving it for their teammate. But now the Outlaws have a potential here to have a breakaway. Weird play coming out there from the Outlaws, but still gets it into the Bears side. Osiris, though, going to play it to that side wall, hoping their teammates can come up. But no, it's going to be Myth getting a shot on goal and getting a hat trick here in Game 5.
The Outlaws are forcing the Bears to play at perfection, and the Bears just can't do that here. Myth with a long shot. And again, it's always Myth. Whenever the Bears are trying to counter here, it seems like it's Myth who's the first one to wait in the way and the first one to stop them. And for the Bears, really, Outlaws has just been... the Myth has just been an absolute pain for them. Not saying P. Hamilton hasn't been, but Myth specifically has just been waiting in front of that net, it seems like, for any chance that comes his way. And if not, and if he can't score them, he'll make sure that P. Hamilton can.
Yeah, that shot right there coming out from Osiris was the first shot on goal for the Bears in this game right now. Already almost 90 seconds into it, and only able to find their first shot just then. It's kind of been the whole story of this series. Just the Outlaws' dominance on the offensive end of the field has really shown out through all 4 games so far.
And will they make it 5? The Bears trying to answer back. There's 3 minutes left for them to get some goals. A 1-minute comeback, not out of possibilities here, but with how well the Outlaws are playing, they're looking to make sure that it does become out of that realm of possibility here, as they just make sure they play a game of keep away from the Bears. The Bears have offense. Osiris, no boost. Preambling shot will be slow, weak, and low, and Code Red Jack can get it away. But again, it's the Outlaws midfield that is going to stop him here as best as possible. Myth has just run away through 2. Code Red Jack getting back, but it's Myth's shot that will beat him out in the end. And the Outlaws continue their scoring prowess.
They do. Their Myth read that one perfectly, able to pick the pocket of both Bears players right there to find their 15th goal of the series right there, and their 4th goal here of Game 5.
The Outlaws, they're just looking like a whole different team right now. It seems like for the majority of these games, they've just been overwhelmingly strong. Myth, flip reset, uses it towards the net. Osiris will prevent that one. Myth has already had some pretty incredible goals so far in the series. Wanted to add another one to that one. Now he puts it off the back wall. Now in towards the corner. Myth keeping the ball away from the Bears. That seems to be the Outlaws' plan of attack.
I mean, right now, 2 minutes left to go. The Outlaws up 5. They don't necessarily need to score again, but I imagine they would like to pad their stats here a little bit more. Code Red Jack, though, able to clear it upfield. Myth, though, going to clear it right back to that opposite side wall. Osiris is there, but misses on that touch off it. Myth now going to play it to the opposite side wall as well. Maybe looking for P. Hamilton on the back pass, but Code Red Jack able to get there first. Does have some boost. A shot, though, a save coming out from P. Hamilton to keep this as a clean sheet right now for the Outlaws. Myth with the aerial touch here, going to try to corral it, but Code Red Jack, they're able to play it to the corner. Osiris able to get it away from Myth.
Yeah, but that shot there from the Bears on offense definitely promising. They forced the Outlaws to put in a double commit. And if they can sustain on offense for a little bit, they can at least get themselves maybe 1 goal in this game. Something to take by. But oh, what an infield pass. P. Hamilton will score that, and Myth again. If he can't score, he'll make sure that P. Hamilton can.
And P. Hamilton, second goal of this game, 13th goal of the series. I feel like P. Hamilton, even though Myth has been the one scoring more goals, has been the one that's a little bit more dangerous. Myth has found a lot of their goals this game off of the mistakes coming out from the Bears. 6-0 lead right now, 75 seconds left to go. Still a lot of time here for the Bears to get some goals, but I feel like this game 5 already a little bit out of reach for them.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that as well. Myth, trying to add more to that one. Code with Jack, dunked by P. Hamilton. Myth jumping for it. Continues this one towards the corner, and I do want to add to your point again. It feels like Myth's kind of that first man, but P. Hamilton sits back a little further here, more as like a second player where he has to have good shooting, and he definitely has it here. As shot there, saved by Osiris. Myth will keep control, but he's bumped along the way. Code red Jack trying to make some offense here. P. Hamilton will get the 50-50. Osiris misses this. The Bears still trying to make an offense, but right now, no shots so far in this rush, and they'll be cleared away by the Outlaws.
Osiris still going to clear it right back into the Outlaws side of the field. They're looking for their first goal of this game. Outlaws looking to keep a clean sheet for the first time this series, and they're doing a good job of it right now. 15 seconds left to go here. Myth going to try to carry this one upfield. Maybe looking for a flick reset there. Gets that second touch there. Plays it to the corner instead. Countdown has started here on this series. P. Hamilton. No, it's going to be Myth here. Playing it to P. Hamilton. P. Hamilton just not reading that one or not on the same page there with Myth. Clock has struck 0 here. Ball is going to touch ground. Outlaws would keep their clean sheet here in Game 5 and confirm the 5-game sweep over the Bears.
In this series, I was expecting it to be pretty close, but the Outlaws are going to prove me wrong here. Just absolute dominance. Their offense was untouchable for almost all of the entirety of this series. They just could not get stopped. And this is a scary Outlaws side. They're now taking that #1 overall placement. And really the question is, if the Bears can't stop them, who will?
I mean, hey, it's still early in the season. It's week 2. The Bears can still come back here and make some noise in the Sun Division throughout the rest of the season here. It's like I said, it's still early. These teams, they've been practicing a lot. They've only really played now 2 games in a competitive nature against another team that's playing in a competitive nature as well. So, the Bears, there's a lot of stuff they can fix from this game, but I feel like that's a good thing for them when you look at the rest of their season.
Yeah, generally teams, when the best teams are the ones who can look at their losses and formulate ways to fix their mistakes. The Bears can definitely do that from this series. It seems like a lot of mistakes are definitely ones that they can fix here. And really, I noticed, again, they have the signs of a really strong team. They're definitely a really strong team, but I think the mistakes here just took a hold of them, and it put the series out of reach as Myth and P. Hamilton just continue to put shot after shot after shot on them.
Yeah, but let me just give you some stats from the series overall. The Outlaws outshot the Bears here 49-28. They outscored them 28-10. The Bears, they did have more demos than the Outlaws. Osiris and Code Red Jack total 9 demos across the entire series. Outlaws only had 2, but it didn't seem like the demos really played into any real goal opportunities for either side. So again, just not necessarily something I expect to see a lot of. Myth, though, leading scorer of this first series here of the night, 15 goals coming out for them. P. Hamilton had 13 as well. And like I said, I feel like P. Hamilton was the more dangerous goal scorer from the Outlaws. However, Myth just able to be at the right place at the right time for a lot of his goals.
Yeah, he always stayed upfield. He never wanted to leave the offense. But yeah, I would agree with you on everything you said there. P. Hamilton, as a shooter, he had to be the one with the strongest shooting from the places he was shooting at, and he definitely was. But you can't argue that Myth was invaluable. He just would not leave offense. He would not leave the Bears alone, and his just belligerent challenges, his ability to just continue to be on offense all the time really made things difficult for the Bears. And ultimately, the work of these two just worked so perfectly together. And I mean, 5 games, they're proving why they are a top contender.
They absolutely are. But that will do it for our first series here of the night. We're going to take a short break and be right back with our second series of doubles here, where we'll be heading to the CL to see the Tyrants play the Elite. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with that one.